Hi, Mom and Dad. This is Ms. Gonzalez, and we're coming to you with our first homework. So, the first thing I wanted to tell you is I went ahead and I purchased this book for everybody. This is going to be a copy of the book, the coloring book that everybody will get. They will have their name down here. And I want to go over some of the criteria that I use for grading and some of the things that we're going to be doing at home and some of the things that we'll be expecting in class. So, today in class, so today in class, we went ahead and we worked on this page. We used this as a reference so that we could color the items the same way. Tonight, this page will be the homework, and I will be checking it. Please make sure you sign it and you date it. As we're looking at the criteria for our grading system. The first thing we want to look at is coloring. We have some examples of what coloring inside the lines look like. You've got one where most or none of the lines stay inside. There's the second one where some of the lines do stay inside, and the last one where all of the lines do stay inside. Now, of course, this is not perfection, but we are thinking as to the whole object as itself. So as you can see, if there is some proximity in staying inside the lines, there will be a medium face, and of course, fully inside the lines is a happy face. The next one is colors make sense. So why do we do this? For right now, one of the things that we're working on is visual discrimination. Can the child tell what they're coloring inside and what it's going to be? So because of that, we want children to use colors that make sense, that are approximate to things that are in real life. I want to make sure that they understand what they're coloring. So of course, the examples that I have, there is a tree. If the tree has colors that don't make sense, purple, pink, blue, um, and they're not staying inside the lines, that would be a sad face. If they do have some colors that make sense, or maybe they color over it, then there's a medium. And of course, everything that is the correct colors would have a happy face. And the last one, no white space. So I did also some very um, some examples, and one has a lot, mostly white space. The next one has some coloring inside, but some white space. And the last one where they're mostly coloring inside. It's three criteria: coloring inside the lines, colors that make sense, and no white space. Now I want to give you two examples of what coloring uh, should look like at approximate coloring for this grade. As you can see, the chick is colored mostly inside the lines, mostly all the white space is covered, and for the most part, they did a great job staying inside the lines. The parent also signed, there was the date on it, and I checked it. So when I check homework, I would need for you to sign it, the one that you supervised, and the date of when it was done. This is another one. They stayed inside the line. They used different colors, and the parent signed it, and the date was written on it. So just some examples for you to use. So, okay, once I give you your book, I'm going to try to choose a page that has one large object as opposed to several objects. I want to make sure that your child is able to concentrate, stay long enough to color, and finish coloring. Not all boys and girls are at the same skill level. So depending on the skill level, how is that? You may need to help them. And I'm going to go over some strategies on how to help them. The coloring book is going to go home. You color at home, and then I'm going to grade it when you come back. In class, we will work on another one that I will grade, and then again, I will send another one. We will be doing this for the next 2 weeks. So what kind of strategies or what are we looking for? One of the things we're looking for is how long can they stay on task? If your child is not able to stay on task for a very long time, then you start off with small increments. Maybe your child can only stay on task for maybe a minute. So then they color for a minute, you give them a break, and then they could color again. The point or the objective is to finish the goal, finish the page for that day. Some children are very good and they can stay on task for a long time and they can finish and color and go. Remember, we want them to color with the goals that we've already preset. So if your child has trouble, I'm going to be showing you some of the strategies that we use. But remember, using the goals, we're working on time on task and visual discrimination. Visual discrimination, can they tell with the black lines what the object is trying to be?